In this video, I will be putting the Nikon Z50ii to the test. I will be using it in a couple of different locations, each with their own unique subjects. So, let's get into it. So I'm down here in this location that I haven't shot here before. I've run past this location for many years and always hear so many birds when I run past. One of the birds I hear is the rainbow bee-eater. Now, I haven't actually seen the rainbow bee-eaters here. I have heard them, but the bank here is all sandy, so that's where they dig in and have their little community along here. Now, this is a tidal creek, so it's tied to the bay. That's probably about 2 kilometers that way. I've kayaked up here and I've seen so many eagles and ospreys and everything, but today I'm after some bee eaters, after some kingfishers, and anything else that seems to be around. It's starting to rain here, so I'll see what I can get. Today I'm using the Z50ii and my trusty Nikon 180-600. I've been using this camera for the last couple of months and it's really, really great. It's compact, the focus is great, the image quality is great, and I can just chuck it in the car and it's always with me because it's so small and compact. So I'm going to put it to use today, see what I can get. There's a kingfisher over there that I've been recording and he's just chilling out. Let's get to it, see what we can find. Hopefully I can get some bee eaters in action. I can hear their little croaks around, so it's a pretty good spot for birding, one that I've known for years but haven't actually come down, so we'll see what we can get. The water looks so inviting, very, very calm out there. But this is where a lot of bull sharks come up to, juvenile bull sharks come up to rest and learn how to hunt and that sort of thing. So it's a little bit tricky in low tide with a kayak here because there's a few little munchies hiding in the murky water. So I have a dollar bird up in this tree here. They're a migratory bird that comes from Papua New Guinea, I think. Has sort of a creaky frog sort of call, very much like a bee eater call, but not as sexy. So he's just hanging out up here. They like this area because of the amount of insects, because it's close to the creek here. And he's just hanging out, taking it all in. So these big trees here, all these trees here, especially these big gums here, they're very special for native Australian birds because birds like cockatoos and other parrots like lorikeets and king parrots and rosellas, they all love the tree hollows. Now these tree hollows take years, decades to appear in the tree, and it's sort of prime real estate for a lot of birds. Now a lot of invasive species have come in and pushed these birds out. Wild bees that have come in, European honeybees that are an invasive introduced species, they can push birds out. So finding a spot to photograph here and camp out is usually good around these trees because they're perfect perches. All these big gums, they have just really nice branches for these birds to land, scout about, take a break, and they're very photogenic as well. It's a real Australian look when a bird is perched up on the branch of an old gum tree like these ones here. There seems to be a lot of action in the canopy over here. At first glance I thought it was a fantail or flycatcher, but it seems to be a couple of brown honey eaters. When I got there, the flycatchers were enjoying the insects, but were then chased out by these honey eaters. I've never seen these birds catch insects in the air before. Such interesting behaviour that I didn't even know they did. Unfortunately, the clouds have broken and the rain has come, which means my birding morning is over. Weather always wins. Now this location's pretty grotty. The ibis are very common. You know, they're not unique or exotic birds around here. But what I like about this location is they're not stressed out, and you get different behaviour where they're relaxed in their natural environment, doing what they naturally do, is, you know, in communal nests and eat on the bank and that sort of thing. So you get some really nice portraits through foliage and really nice sort of diffused light here. It stinks. They're dirty birds, but they do have personality that I like to capture here. Because it is fenced off and I'm so far away, the Z52 has been fantastic with this, because being a crop sensor, I can shoot it like a little telescope and see across, you know, very close across on the other side of this pond, which is really, really great in these situations like that. And I can't stress them out, because they can just do what they usually do, make honks, preen themselves and stink up the place. So it's the breeding season for the ibis, so they have nice sort of plumes of feathers around their necks. There's a guy on a branch over here. Just lower the ISO down. You can see the plumage there around his neck. Got the ibis nest over there, and there's a couple of little chicklets of different ages. Looks like there's a family over there. So the older ones could be chicklets from another breeding season that are helping out raising the chicks with the original parents, which is pretty cool. It seems like there's a few ages of chicklets there, young ones and old ones, which is pretty cool to see. It is breeding season after all. But yeah, very nice. Found these two woolly wagtails on this branch. I wasn't sure if they were a mating pair, but there is one being fed by its parent here. Look at that. Very cool to see two woolly wagtails interacting like that. They are such greedy little birds. Got an ibis on a nice perch here. Come on, turn your head. Come on, give me that pose. Come on, come on. There we go, nice. Oh, there's a bird in flight. Not sure if I got it. I was not ready for that at all. Got a male ibis here. I'm not sure if it's a male, but look at the plumage around the neck there. Look at that. Look at that neck feather. Beautiful. Got four cormorants right above me here. Look at them, the four horsemen. Alright, so it's getting a bit warm here. The light's sort of changing, so I might call it a day and head off. But it is so cool to be able to shoot a little telescope here with this Z52, especially when you can't get close to your subject, a long lens, and you're in business. I like the common birds. They're very, very boring, but they do have unique personalities that come out in their natural environments that I really like to see. Hey, let's shoot some ducks. So last night was very wet, very windy. Today is very windy as well. I'm not sure if it's going to rain, so I won't be bringing my screen recorder, unfortunately. Don't want to expose it to the elements too much. My lens is alright because it's got this camouflage bikini on it. The camera isn't as weather sealed, so I've just got a bag cover on it, but I've sort of MacGyvered on it. It's not very pretty, but gets the job done. So there's lots of birds out today, lots of ducks, lots of water hens, a willy wagtail. So there's a family of willy wagtails zooming around me right here. There is a dead tree in the middle of the pond that the willy wagtails have taken up residence in. Seems to be their main sort of territorial scatabout over here. The real gem that I want this morning is the willy wagtails on top of this tree stump in the pond. This morning it seems that there's a family. So there's 2 juvenile willy wagtails and 2 parents, I think. I've been chatted by one already this morning. That's gone off at me. I think it seems like they're trying to hunt, and these juvenile ones are sort of hovering above the lily pads while the older ones, the parents, are telling them how to do it. So I don't know if it's their nest. Yeah, that's where their nest is, I'm not sure. Well, the nest is in the tree, I'm not too sure. They're territorial birds. It's a really good photo of that. More hen there. Come on, brother. Back on the stump. I think these birds are sort of fledgling a little bit. I'm lying down in duck poo at the moment. Oh, probably not the best move considering all the flu that's swimming around here, but I think we're all right in Australia for the time being. Yeah, there must be a moorhen, dusky moorhen nest over there. I just saw them sort of shifting around on the, looks like there's eggs over there or something. A lot of willy action today. It's around. It's behaviour that I haven't seen before. Juvenile willy wagtail, look at it, calling in for food. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So they've left the nest, but they're still looking to be fed. See if we can get some feeding action here. Oh, that's the feeding move. Here we go. Oh, that's good. That is some good eating. Off he goes. Oh, dragonfly just Got its match there. Busy job feeding two little willy wagtails, jeez. Where is he? There he is. Oh, just mash the button there. That's all you can do. And he's hunting bees on there actually. Must be the young'un coming in. That's cool to see. Oh, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I got it. This is a comb-crested jacana, a rather shy bird that doesn't always show up in this location. It also goes by the more sexy and suitable name, the lotus bird. Look at this guy's head. Maybe Jurassic Park. This guy must be so light to be able to walk on lily pads. Look at the feet. I haven't seen these birds down here. I was just going to go, and it's all happening down here with a cormorant on the stump. Bloody Batman up here. There he is. So I think this must really upset the woolly wagtails here, because that was their little meeting place with their babies up there. Family of 4, disrupted by a black cormorant. Alright, so I'm sort of losing the light here. Even though it's overcast, it's really sort of intensifying the whiteness of the light, which is making it a bit sharp. It's not as diffused as you would want with an overcast sky. The rain we had last night has made it very humid because we're in the middle of summer here. My legs are getting sunburned, so it's probably a good time to head off, unfortunately. Birds had probably about a 10-minute burst of activity. Now they're sort of just cruising around now at the moment. The wind has picked up, so I think there's a bit of a tide change on the bay, which means the wind generally changes direction and kicks off a bit. So I might call in the morning actually. I'm a bit hungry, a bit tired, a bit hot, a bit sunburnt. A whole combination of things this morning, but really fantastic shots with this woolly wagtail family. Some really good stuff that I'm quite happy with. Z52, nailed it. Whatever I throw at it seems to handle it, which is a good thing. But I think it's time to go back home, maybe have some breakfast, and go through the thousands of photos I shot this morning. So there you go, the Nikon Z52. Whatever I throw at it, and no matter the conditions, this little camera handles it amazingly. This is a reliable and fun to use camera that is perfect for wildlife photography on a budget. As usual, thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.